Okay, hello. We've got the program loaded now. Here's Neon. It's booted off FujiNet, and I'm going to use our command read. Read basically is going to take input Filespec and pull it in the document for Neon, the HyperText document, for it to start displaying to you. So in this case, without any modifications to Neon at all, we're able to just go right ahead and point to the amazing end device, which was created by Thomas Cherhouse for the FujiNet. Once we put in the actual URL to where I've put the Atari HyperText documents up on my own web server, just a normal Ubuntu web server on DigitalOcean, it will load it and it's going to display it. There we go. Boom. Let's pull this down using the FujiNet into Neon, and now Neon is displaying this document. That's really cool. So you can see all controls done by the joystick, and I'm moving the joystick around. It's off camera. Any clickable link is available just by moving up, down, right, and left. And as you click around, you can see what part of the document you're reading. It's a page at a time. There's no scrolling up and down. So it's more like a hypercard stack. And at the top, you can see there's actually two levels for this. Right now, I'm on the graphics page, and I've got Anik, Jita, fonts. There's player, missile graphics, even display list interrupts. All these are available for you to create in the source file, which then is run through the Neon document creator, and it outputs these document files, which you can then store as static files on your server for Neon to read. Here's an external file. So when I click on one of these, you're going to see that it's going to pop over. Now it's going and pulled out a whole other document, which in this case is still stored up on my server, and it's going to take a moment to pull that in over FujiNet. The loading only shows first 16 characters. If it showed the whole thing, you'd see the full URI. And so here's the getting started document. This is a good example of something that has multiple pages. On the bottom right, you can see the next button. Again, there's no scrolling within a page. You basically page forward or backwards. And now I've gone to the next page, and now you get a previous page. So this is showing you, again, kind of a card-based. Think of it like a number of different cards in a stack. And you can go through and see examples of the actual documentation for the Neon program itself. These are what I'm looking at. So you can see some examples there of what the markup language looks like that Neon uses to create these static document files, which is what the Neon Browser is displaying now. I picked another file. His documentation is pretty comprehensive for Neon itself, and you'll see I'm going to jump through, I think, 4 or 5 of these document sets. They're available on my server, and I'll put the link in the notes for this YouTube video of how you do this. You can do this today with your FujiNet. You can grab the Neon ATR file from my server or atari-apps.irata.online, load it up, type in the URL, and you can browse these files yourself right now on your own Atari with the FujiNet. Okay, it's going back, loading another one now. As you see, it's very much like HyperText or the web. As you jump through the documents themselves, the external links just load up properly. Okay, I'm back at the index page. Going back to the index in a moment. There's also a working example of it pulling documents from multiple remote files from both my web server and Irata online server. So basically, as you begin to convert things to this format and put in external links, you're able to use any web URI that's going to be able to connect back, to actual Neon documents on different people's web servers. As long as the document is there, just like the World Wide Web, Neon can read it in right now without any changes to it. It's as simple as putting a link in the source format for Neon, which at this time is called an ADF file, just putting in a full URI that works to a document, and it will go pull it up and display it. Now you can see this is documentation here for actual ADF commands in the source file itself. It's very extensive. You can read all about it and everything you can do inside the ADF document format and in the Neon program itself, just from its own documentation, which I'm loading here. And you can see it's very nicely formatted. I mean, it looks very nice. The kind of section headers at the top are cool. It's splitting the screen up into these different sections, highlighting them, the colors, and this is even just showing a basic set of information. So this is pretty much available right now. I suggest if you have a FujiNet on your Atari, you go out and play with this. Download the Neon ATR onto your FujiNet and either hit up my URL and start to go through some of these docs. It's really cool, and I think very soon people will start to create their own documentation for information for Neon. Hopefully even there'll be a HTML to Neon doc converter, so real time it can go out and translate some web pages for you, so you can actually do real time browsing on your Atari with the FujiNet 2021. Amazing times. All right, thanks for watching. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.